Good morning, beautiful person. Greetings from beautiful sunny Winnipeg. My name is Hadassah Vitar. I am a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help you blah, blah, blah. I help you make your self-care easy and convenient. So, today I wanted to talk about intermittent fasting because that is a cornerstone of the program that I do. And in fact, we've been doing this, humans have been doing intermittent fasting since forever, but, and I'm going to tell you in a minute why, but the program that I work with has been doing this since 2002. And at that time, they weren't talking about intermittent fasting. Now it's all the rage because everybody's gone keto. But at that time, if they had called it intermittent fasting, nobody would know what the heck they were talking about. So they call it cleansing, but it's basically just intermittent fasting with support, with herbal support. So anyway, why is intermittent fasting so good for you? And here's why. I'm going to give you 3 reasons, but I actually have a PDF with 10. So if you want to know the other reasons, you'll just drop me a message and I will be happy to send you that PDF. So easy. Anyway, the first reason why that I'm going to tell you today, why intermittent fasting is good for you, is because it helps you lose weight. Duh. Obesity is an issue in the West, and especially now as we're all emerging, or God forbid, going back into this period of enforced inactivity. I've been urging you to go out, to go for walks and so on, but the point is, a lot of people have been spending a lot more time at home than they ever did before. And they've been under a lot of stress. And it is completely understandable that their health, notice I'm not saying you, I don't know about you, but a lot of people, their health goals went out the window as they ate their way through these difficult months we've been going through. And I know that in some parts of our neighbor to the south, these hard times still continue. And I have to say, here in Manitoba, we had almost 2 weeks of no new cases, and now we're spiking for various reasons. So we certainly have no room to be smug or complacent. We need to be careful too. So people are spending more time at home. People are eating more junk because they're stressed. And people are putting on weight, and that is not healthy for most people. There are people who need to put on weight. The majority of people in the West, let's just say, do not need any more quarantine weight. So intermittent fasting is one relatively easy way to deal with that as part of the larger program. I wouldn't just do it by itself, although even just by itself it's already going to be better, but it's going to be hard to maintain if you have no structure for it. If you just say okay, I'm just not going to eat at all today with no preparation and no support, it could be a little hard. But anyway, it is definitely an excellent part of any program that you might be considering in order to reduce some of that extra fat you might have built up during these months. So that's the first one. The second one that I'm going to talk about today is about your brain, healthy aging of your brain. There's actually been studies that show that intermittent fasting, certainly in lab animals, but I believe also in humans. Things with humans, it's a little harder to open up their brains and open up their skulls and look at their brains. At least I hope so. But certainly with lab animals, they found that intermittent fasting increased the number of neurons and just generally helps to support brain growth. So if you're not eating all the time, it's just, I don't know the mechanism, I'm just speculating here, but I can imagine that if you are not constantly eating and digesting and so on, there might be some energy left over in your body for growing your neurons. I don't know. But there is no question that certainly mice and rats and so on, and I think there might have been studies in humans as well, intermittent fasting definitely helps grow your brain and grow new neurons and just generally preserve your brain from deterioration. And the third reason I want to talk about today that you might want to consider intermittent fasting is because it reduces inflammation in your body. And again, I don't have I don't have a mechanism for that because I'm not a biologist, but there are studies, and there's no question that if you are doing intermittent fasting on a regular basis, the amount of unhealthy inflammation in your body is going to decrease. So 3 reasons that I wanted to talk about today why you should consider doing intermittent fasting, and I would recommend doing it as part of a structured program, not just willy-nilly waking up in the morning with no preparation and no support and just saying, okay, I'm just going to fast today. You can do that, especially if you're young, especially if you're a man. But that's not the way I would recommend going about it. But anyway, the first reason why this is a good idea, if you've put on some extra, if you become more of a good thing over these difficult months, that is a very efficient way of dealing with that. Number 2, it helps with brain development. I'm not talking about children, I'm talking about adults, especially older adults. Intermittent fasting is a way to help keep your brain functional, something we all want, I think. Number 3, it will reduce inflammation in your body as well. And it goes more low battery. So, if you would like this PDF that I have with 10 reasons why intermittent fasting is a good thing, then just drop me a message. And, oh, hi, David. Just drop me a message and just go to my profile. There's a button there that says message, and let me know that you would like this PDF with 10 reasons why intermittent fasting is a good thing, and I will be happy to send it to you. So, have a great day. Remember, I love you. Drop me a message if you want this PDF, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.